The BC government has now released its Snowpack report, and the results are stark. BC Snowpack is about 60% of what it usually is for this time of year. Every single basin in our big province is below normal. Now, for more on what this means, let's bring in our CBC climate and science specialist, Darius Mahdavi. Darius, thanks for being here. What's your biggest takeaway from this report? Because when you sent it in, it was frightening, actually.
Yes, well, 40% below normal. Now, last month, we were sitting at 45% below usual. So we've come up a little bit. Last month was record-breaking. This month is either there or close to there across the basins in BC. And so the regions where we're the lowest are across the south coast. But as you said, across the province, we are below average. And so what really took me by surprise was the fact that despite having that serious cold snap and some record snow on the south coast, that didn't really improve our conditions, mainly because we then had that prolonged warm period as that atmospheric river fed in, bringing moisture and warmth not just to the coast, but across BC. So across the province, we were seeing temperatures anywhere from 10 to 25 to even 30 degrees above normal for a prolonged period of time. And that really decimated whatever snowpack we did manage to build up. Now, precipitation levels have still been below average pretty much across BC, particularly in the northeast, where they're not looking as bad as some other places, but still below average. And considering the drought conditions that we came into this winter with in that area, especially grim news there.
Any signs of changes in the months ahead, like more moisture, more snow, anything?
In terms of precipitation, it's harder to predict. We may see some more precipitation, but temperatures are expected to remain above average for the next few months. El Nino is still happening. It is starting to taper off, but we will still continue to see warmer than average temperatures across the province, more than likely across the next few months. We may see some another outbreak of Arctic air, which is what brought us our cold snap last time and started to show some better promises because the polar vortex is disrupted, which raises the chance but doesn't really guarantee anything. And at the moment, it looks like if that's going to happen, it'll happen in the east. So not really much improvement there. I would say that temperature is expected to remain above average. And at this point in the year, we've usually seen about 2/3 of the snowpack that we will see over the entire year. So only a third left that we could start to see some improvement. And that's not a lot to bring us back up to normal. And so, you know, if we're going to look on the bright side, flooding will be a little bit less severe this year. That's pretty much all the good news I have for you.
And what does this mean for the drought season? And we should clarify, there's still regions in our province which are in drought right now.
Yes, winter drought is, it has to be a very severe drought conditions heading into the winter to still feel those impacts so severely throughout the season. And so what we're seeing right now is not precedented. I mean, we've been talking about drought stories for a year now. I mean, we came into these drought conditions in the fall of 2022, and they have not improved since then across virtually the entire province. So in this update, we saw that the southern interior did improve in some of the basins. The Okanagan and the Thompson areas saw their snowpack levels improve from around 65 to 70% of normal to around 75 to 80%. It's around 10-15% increase, but not much. And then the big story, I would say, in terms of the drought is that for the first month of the drought season, pretty much the only indicator of what's going to happen is the snowpack levels and the drought conditions that we came into the season with. So having both of those things be terrible and in some of the worst conditions that we've seen in decades, and expecting warmer than average temperatures, puts us in a precarious position.